And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Taking a look at the Rockets. Van Vliet and Green, they're manning the backcourt. Steven Adams out there with Smith, and it's the great, and at the three. Pass to Antetokounmpo. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Well, Clark, we all continue to be amazed by Giannis. What do you like most about his game?
I just think his passion and energy and relentless effort. He gives it to you every time he steps between the line. You get the sense he's not taking any plays off, and he's trying his very best, and that's an... endearing quality and something I've really admired about his game throughout his career.
Shot from 12. The great, the pass to Adams. Here's the great, defended by Kuzma. 5 to shoot. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. Nails it from 3. Van Vliet's gotten his second bucket on the night.
Few players shoot it with as much arc as Van Vliet does. That thing brings rain when he shoots.
Trent on the wing. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute played. And it's Antetokounmpo with the miss. The Rockets lead by 6. Smith passes to the great. From downtown, and Houston another 3.
And Smith has such confidence rising up from deep. This is what's going to make him so dangerous here in the pros.
Lillard outside. Smith against Antetokounmpo. Over Smith. Oh, he's a menace in the paint. Antetokounmpo.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Pass to the great. 4-3. Rebounded by Kuzma.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will keep it.
Risky pass there. They're lucky to retain possession this time.
On defense, the Rockets. Antetokounmpo outside. Pass to Kuzma. 5 on the clock. From about 19. Pulled the shot a little left. The bounce goes his way, though. Now just a 5-point Rocket lead.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Poke loose. It's stolen by Trent. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. You're much better off making him go to the line.
And Grant, the combination of Giannis and Lillard, one of the most fearsome pick-and-roll tandems the league has ever seen.
You're spot on, B.A.
You surround them with shooting, and you have the makings of an offensive juggernaut.
Pass to the great. Fires for three. Kept alive by Houston. For three, Smith. The shot won't fall.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
From 10 feet away. And it's Antetokounmpo with the miss. The Rockets lead by 3. To the inside. And there's Smith. That one's good. On the assist by Green.
And looks like Smith is already getting stronger. He's looking to add some muscle, and that finish through contact is a great sign.
And Doc Rivers calls timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. So it's Milwaukee now. Following this one, they get to host the Bulls. And that'll be their second of 4 total games at home. The kick out to Kuzma. Uncovered. It's hauled in by Houston. Adams has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Van Vliet, the pass to the great. Back to Van Vliet. They set the screen. And it's good. Off the back rim and in. And now a 7-point Rocket lead.
I mean, a smart shooter. I like watching Van Vliet measure the defense and stick them with the J.
Antetokounmpo, right side. And he drops it in from the low post. Antetokounmpo's got 15.
He's bringing a lot of energy to this offense, not letting the scoreboard discourage him right now.
Boy, I tell you what, the hole would be a lot deeper if he wasn't being as efficient as he's been so far.
Here's the great, defended by Kuzma. Shot clock at 5. Kuzma with the defensive effort. The Bucks trail by 5. Lillard outside. Over Van Vliet. And Lillard gets it to go. 14 points for him.
So effective in the catch and shoot is Lillard. You give him an inch, and he's taking much more than that.
The great, the pass to Green. To the wing, right side. Here's the great, defended by Kuzma. Outside, Green. Shot from the wing. He squares up and sinks it. And the Rockets lead by 5.
When you try to check Green in pick and roll action, you've got to stop him first.
Lillard with the ball. 14 points for him. Trent with room to shoot. Yes. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Trent's got 4 points this quarter.
They've now had assists on each of their last 3 buckets.
And Ime Udoka has called timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Porter Jr., he's checked in for Milwaukee. And while we have a moment, let's recognize a player who has been working hard lately. Your Western Conference Player of the Week.
And having a man of his talents in the small forward position gives them so many options.
And so Porter will bring it up for Milwaukee. They lead by 1. Giannis Antetokounmpo is out there with Taurean Prince. Then there's Kevin Porter. Then it's Jackson. And it's Rollins in at the shooting guard position. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. Jackson can't get it to go. And here's Green from the arc. Green's feeling it at the arc.
Green, impressive range from deep. He knows how dangerous he can be from there.
Green's gone 2 for 2 so far from 3. Outside Porter. Back to Antetokounmpo. Pass to Porter. Floats one up. The Rockets pull it in. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Smith passes to Van Vliet. About 1 minute played here in the fourth quarter. Here's the great. Back to Van Vliet. Takes a 3. The rebound by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo has got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Taken away. Here's the great. Hits. A three-pointer, and it's a 5-point Rocket lead. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Houston.
Their defensive intensity has served them well. It kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
And I love the fact they kept the pressure on, really pushing that ball, running it up the floor. I love seeing that. A team staying aggressive even when they're playing well.
Pass to Smith. Here's the great. Back to Smith. And there's the screen. Out to the right wing. Shot clock at 6. Here's the great. Defended by Jackson. The great with the bucket.
Very consistent tonight at the offensive end. Right there, he helps fuel the fire.
The Bucks trail by 5. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Inside. And the dunk by Jackson.
His playmaking is something to watch. Threading that pass right in there.
Houston has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the fourth. Van Vliet, the pass to the great. Driving to the basket. Yes, it's good. The great's got 7 now in this quarter.
He's certainly been their go-to guy when it matters most. He's trying to close this one out.
Antetokounmpo against Adams. Shoots from the elbow. And it's Antetokounmpo with the miss.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
Here's the great. Pass to Van Vliet. Here's the great. Takes the 3. Porter pulls it in. Porter's got rebound number 7 tonight. To the paint. Here's Antetokounmpo. And Giannis with the dunk.
The combination of size and elite athleticism on full display from Giannis there.
Here's the great. Defended by Jackson. Van Vliet. They grab their own miss. Adams, shot's good.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out. Ugh.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
Antetokounmpo, the pass to Porter. Lets the 3 fly. Smith with the rebound. Houston leading by 5. Here's the great. Pass to Van Vliet. Out to the right wing. Here's the great. And a great assist by Van Vliet as that one goes. Van Vliet's got his 4th assist with that last one. The Bucks have gotten 3 of 7 attempts in this fourth quarter to fall. Porter the pass to Rollins. This one for 3. Sinks the... Trey.
And defensively, how do you leave them that open in crunch time?
The Rockets have gone 6 for 9 here in the fourth quarter. Pass to the Great. Back to Van Vliet. Now here's Green. Here's the Great. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Antetokounmpo's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. That's on Steven Adams.
Well, I like the fact that Prince does a good job picking his spots. He's not a guy that forces things. Kind of lets the game come to him naturally.
The Rockets went from 22 to 41 wins last year, finishing right at 500, Clark.
Great progress by Houston. Just missed the play-in in the West. They would have easily made that same play-in tournament in the East. A huge step forward for the Rockets, no doubt. And I think it's a team that can sustain that trajectory.
Talk about style points. I think the fans will remember that one.
And here is Antetokounmpo. Pass to Lopez. And here is Kuzma. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
Kuzma excellent at using his height and touch to perfection. Very confident player.
Here's the Great. Van Vliet outside. And the three-pointer goes. And the Rockets lead by 5.
Yeah, you know, we've seen a much different version of him in this half, guys. He's been sharper, more focused. And more assertive.
Doc Rivers calls timeout. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. Trent, he's checked in for Prince. Eason's checked in for Houston. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard Doc Rivers as he talked with the team. He wants his team to be careful with the ball. He's not happy with the amount of turnovers they've coughed up so far. He believes if they focus on being more patient on offense, that will help cut down on the giveaways. Guys, back to you.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. And Ime Udoka has called timeout. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. And it's Green with the ball for Houston. Here's the Great. And he drops in the layup off the glass. The Great's got 40 points.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner. Secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
Here's Kuzma. Another one falls for Milwaukee.
Kyle Kuzma, a man you can trust in the clutch. Big spots, big shots.
Houston in the lead. Here's the Great. Rebound, Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo has got rebound number 11. Eason against Lillard. Back to Antetokounmpo. Yes, great play by Lillard to set it up. Antetokounmpo's got 19 points. Houston has gone 3 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the third quarter. Green, the pass to the Great. Back to Green. Pass to the Great. Just 5 on the clock. Late clock. Houston's got to hurry. Green for 3. It's cleared by Damian Lillard. Lillard's got 4 rebounds in the game. Kuzma finds Trent to take the lead. Eason pulls it in. Eason's got 4 rebounds now. And the Rockets shooting 60% here in the fourth quarter. Terrific efficiency. The Great. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. That's on Brook Lopez. He gets the first, and that gives him a lead. And so both free throws good, and it's a 2-point ball game.
Nicely done. Without much separating these teams, that's when you have to make good at the line.
Here's Lillard. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Here's the Great. 1:02 left in the fourth quarter here. Pass to Green. Here's the Great. The Rockets with another miss.
Well, it's a make-or-miss lead. Sometimes the Jays just don't fall. It wasn't a bad shot.
Lillard's craft. And it's right there on display, able to get himself to the line. He does that a lot.
Good on the first, and that narrows the gap to 1. And he makes both free throws.
Free throw shooting comes into focus in tight games. As usual, he's up to the task.
Here's the Great. Outside Eason from deep. Oh, he buries it from outside.
And talk about stepping up in a big way.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. And Coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. And Doc Rivers calls timeout. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. Here's Lillard. And it's good. Oh, what a sensational bucket. That brings him within 1. And Ime Udoka has called timeout. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. .23 seconds left in the fourth.
Late here in the quarter, they still have a foul to give. And looking to even the score with a huge 3.
You don't want to force it, though. Still need to get a quality look.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Yeah, no, you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the time.
Exactly. I mean, you got to stop the clock any way possible and hope they alligator arm a few of those free throws.
Big free throws right there to make this a 2-possession game.
And here's Milwaukee now. Tipped. And they're going to prolong the game with an intentional foul.
Yeah, no choice but to foul in that situation. Although, that's not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority.
And so he drops them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
I think it's a wrap. When the game's on the line, he knows how to deliver the crushing blow.
It's Kuzma with the miss. And so they choose to intentionally foul. And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line. And that makes it a 7-point lead. And so it's Houston winning this one. Just a gutsy performance on the road.
It really was. When this one was up in the air late, they showed how tough-minded they are as a team.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
That's what I'm talking about. Another day, another win. Good work.